Hi fashion lovers, you're welcome to another interesting video. Trust you are all doing well. In today's tutorial, we are going to learn how to cut different necklines, just like what you are seeing. I'm going to show you the measurements and the ones that need to be contoured to avoid gaping. It's going to be a very simple and detailed tutorial for even beginners as well. So if you're interested, stay tuned and watch to the very end as we get started. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. The first neckline is the Queen Anne neckline, Grab your basic bodice block, as you can see, and from the shoulder line you want to mark the neck width of 2.5 inches. From that point you come down by 6.5 inches as the neck depth, and from the neck depth you go in by 4 inches, and with a straight ruler you connect from the 2.5 inches mark and to that 4 inches, and then mark a straight line to meet the center front, just the way you see me do. And then you want to come up here by 2 inches. You can come up by 2.5. Then you want to go ahead and connect the neckline using the curve ruler. You place your curve ruler like this, and on this part you also want to make a curve. For this part now you can decide not to make that curve, but you can also decide to make the curve just the way you see me do. So with this now we are done with this Queen Anne neckline, so I'll just go ahead and cut it out. So after I was done, this is what I have. You can see it is Queen Anne neckline. Trust me, this is very easy and simple and it's so beautiful to make. The second neckline is the inverted Queen Anne neckline, Grab your basic bodice block, and on the shoulder you want to mark 4 inches as the neck width, and from the armhole side come down by 6 inches or 6.5. I will come down by 6 inches, and from that point go inward by 1.5 or 1.25. So I went inward by 1.25. So with the curved part of my ruler, I'm going to link from that 4 inches I made on the upper the neck width. I'm going to link it down using the curve ruler, just the way you see me do. And from the center front here, I will take the neck width with the neck depth of 4.5 inches. So I came down 4.5 inches, and I'm going to use my curve and connect it. So after connecting, this is what I have. The shaded part is going to be cut out. So trust me, this neckline, you can make it more wider, but we need to contour it to avoid gaping. So what you are going to do is you are going to mark a straight line like this to meet the bust point. You can use any part. Then you want to take a dart of ½ inch, 0.25 on both sides. That is 1/4 of an inch on both sides. So that is going to eliminate anything called gaping on this neckline, because this neckline is a very wide neckline, so it's going to gape. So you want to open the waist dart and close up that you made. So the reason for doing this dart is so that this neckline will not gape. So keep your curve ruler and remark this neckline, so you can go ahead and cut this out. So I believe you understood this very well. So we needed to contour the neckline to avoid gaping. So I'll just go ahead and cut the rest pattern. So after I was done, this is what I have. You can go ahead, close the dart, and then place it on your fabric and cut it out. The next neckline is the asymmetric neckline. Can you see it? So grab your basic bodice pattern and mark your shoulder slope. Go ahead and mark your 3 inches by 3 inches for your neckline, and then I'll just go ahead and cut the neckline. So from one side of the pattern you want to come down by 6.5 or even 7. but I came down by 6 inches because I'm using a miniature pattern. From that point, you want to go inward by 1.5 or 1.25 from the armhole. After you are done marking the 6.5 inches down, from the neck you go inward by 1 inch and use a curve ruler to make connection on those points that you did. So from the shoulder or from the neckline, go inward by 1 inch and then make a curve. Use this curve part of the pattern master and make that curve like this. So this neckline is actually unique, so I'll just be looking at the neckline as I'm trying to get it. So from this point, I will also go inward by 1 inch on the shoulder line. From the center here, I came down by 2.5 and I want to link this point to the center. From the center, come down by 2.5. Then you want to go ahead and link the neckline like this. So I'll just come down by 4 inches on a slightly inverted line. I'm sorry, the camera was not capturing it. So you just use your curve ruler, come down like this and then make a curve. So I came down from that point by 4 inches and tried to link it. So the purpose of doing this neckline is so that when you see something close to this kind of neckline, you'll be able to, note how to get it. So I'm going to contour this neckline. So on the center, on the mid center front, I will come down. I will take that of half an inch. I will come down by 4 inches, and then I will take it that of half an inch, 0.25 from both sides, or quarter of an inch on both sides. After taking the dart, I want to close it up and use my curve ruler and connect. So this is why pattern drafting is beautiful. So as I've closed it down, I can go ahead and cut it and place the pattern on my fabric and go ahead and cut the dress without having gaping, because I've already closed up the excesses from the pattern. I believe you understood what I'm saying. So I will just go ahead and cut out the rest of the pattern. So when I'm done, this is what I have. You want to close this up. You can use your masking tape. You can use your pin and hold it down. And this is the asymmetric neckline. So the fourth neckline is the sweetheart neckline. I'm going to show you two types of the sweetheart neckline. Grab your basic neckline and on the shoulder mark 4 inches as the neck width, and from that point come down by 7 inches. So the width of the pattern is the width of the neckline is 4 inches, while the depth of the neckline is 7 inches. I will just go ahead and make like a square just the way you see me do. So I'll come up from the down, I'll go up by 3 inches, and with my curve ruler I'm going to connect. So at this point my camera cut off, so after connecting like this, I went ahead to cut it out. So you just go ahead, cut out this part, and I also cut out the body. So this is how I cut it out. So this is the first sweetheart neckline. For the second sweetheart neckline, mark 4 inches and then come down by 7 inches, just the way I did for the other one. So I went ahead to mark a square and I'm going to go up by 3 inches and make a curve like the other first one. And after that, I will now keep my curve like this. I will keep a curve part of my ruler like this. Another thing you can do is that you can get the midpoint of that line and go inward by half an inch and go outward by half an inch to connect it, or simply place your curve the way you see me do and then make that curve. And after that, you want to go ahead and cut it out. So this is the second part of the sweetheart neckline. The fifth neckline is the Queen Anne scallop neckline. Grab your basic bodice pattern and then come down by 6 inches. You want to make a straight line, an horizontal line like this. So I'll go ahead and mark my shoulder slope and my basic neckline. So at this point, my camera cut off this part. So I marked my shoulder slope, and from the middle part of the shoulder slope, I connected a straight line to the bust point. So that is exactly what I did. The next thing is on the bust point, which is this part. Go inward by 2 inches. Connect it to that 6 inches mark we made earlier. You can use a curve like you are doing a V but up. So you connect like this from that 6 inches mark, you connect to the bust point, and then you flip your curve ruler like this and connect to meet your line, and then flip it again, and then as if you are trying to get a curve, connect it and link it to the armhole like this. I think I will explain that again. So you're going to keep your ruler from that 6 inches, you connect to the bust point, flip it like this and make your curve, and then flip your curve the other way around, just the way you do when you are connecting a bustier, and then link it to the armhole. So this is the scallop effect. Go ahead and keep your straight ruler like this and take it to the basic neckline, to that 3 by 3 inches that you made. You can keep your curve anywhere you want it. It can even be close to the armhole just to get this. I didn't measure it. I just went ahead to link it to the basic neckline. So I'm going to be taking that of 1/2 inch, 0.25 inch on both sides, which is 1/4 of an inch on both sides. This is just to tighten this neckline to avoid gaping. So go ahead and open the bust, the waist dart, and then close this up. You can now use your curve ruler and blend it up. Then I'll go ahead and cut this pattern out. So after I was done, this is what I have. This is my queen and scallop neckline. It came out so beautiful. Can you see that? So the next neckline is this asymmetric neckline. That's the way it is. So we're going to be looking at how to get it. So from the center of the center front, come on the neckline now, on the shoulder, mark 4 inches as the width of the neckline. Come to the other side and mark 4 inches. So I marked 4 inches, and from that point of 4 inches, I will go down by 4.5. So from the armhole, you can decide to come inward by 1.5 or 2 inches. Then use your curve and connect. Do you see what I did? So from the center, I came down by 3.5 inches. So from this point, I'm going to come down by 6. So note the measurement I'm taking. So I'll just use my curve ruler and connect to that 6 inches point like this with a curve. So I'm going to link this now. So keep your curve ruler, your pattern master like this. Then connect this one with the curved part of your pattern master. Then keep your pattern master like this and link it up. So the reason why I did this neckline is so that you can be creative on how to do your own. And then I tried to make a curve around that point. So anyhow you want the neckline to be, you can draw it, but make sure, especially if the neckline is wide, make sure to always contour it. So that's the reason why I did this neckline, so you can have for beginners among us, so they can have knowledge of how to create something like this, and then they can twist it to their own preference. I'll just go ahead and use my marker pen and lighten all the neckline. So we are also going to tighten this neckline by 1/2 inch. So on the middle part, I will come down by 3.5 or 4 inches, and then take half inch, quarter inch on both sides to tighten this neckline. Anytime you make a wide neckline, always tighten it. If it is deeper than this, if it is going to your chest line, use 1 inch instead of the half inch to tighten the neckline. So I'll close it up, remark my curve, and then cut it out. So after cutting, this is what I have. Thank you and see you in my next video. Bye.